besides being two famous and controversial rappers. Snoop Dogg and Wiz Khalifa are very rich men who know how to make their fortunes multiply. But the question is, which of the two leads a more luxurious life? In this video, you will see a fierce battle between Snoop Dogg and Wiz Khalifa. So, let's get to the fight. Before we get started, I challenge you. You have to click on subscribe and activate notifications, check the option all. But you have to do that in less than 5 seconds. You got it? And if you can, write in the comments #AllAboutSubscribe. Alright, let's get started. Most expensive mansion. The big successful rappers have plenty of money to invest in great properties to live in. Snoop Dogg, for example, has bought a new, more modern mansion in Diamond Bar, California. The house is inside the coveted Country Estates gated community, a residential community full of luxurious properties. It is an excellent option for celebrities who want more privacy, but who do not want to give up their proximity to Los Angeles. With a total area of an impressive 26,000 square feet, the house has 7,000 square feet of living space, divided into 6 spacious bedrooms, including the master suite on the first floor and 6 bathrooms, not to mention a toilet. The decor of the property is quite old. After all, it was built in 1977 and has a strong presence of solid wood furniture, besides having yellowish lighting, which brings a cozier feeling to the environment. The property also has a wood-paneled office, a game room with a pool table, and an excellent outdoor area with a large swimming pool for Snoop to cool off on the hottest days, a hot tub for relaxing, a barbecue area, and a tennis and basketball court. The rapper purchased this property in 1998, paying $720,000 at the time. Today, his residence is valued on real estate websites at more than $4 million. But Wiz Khalifa is not far behind. In 2022, Wiz Khalifa decided to buy a new mansion in Encino, Los Angeles. From the very entrance, you can see just how luxurious the property is, with stately and cozy rooms that prove that the property lives up to its value. The property is no less than 8,000 square feet on a lot of almost half an acre. The mansion, which is a farmhouse, has a classic style and many items in shades of cream and brown. The kitchen is covered in wood, with a country feel. Most of the furniture, including the cabinets, is in cream tones, mixed with black furniture and windows and white walls. Going to the second floor, it is possible to appreciate the beautiful staircase of the property, always bathed in light. The master bedroom has a classic decor, as seen in other rooms in the house. The bathroom in this suite is super luxurious, with a view of the outside. The closet is huge and all in light tones. The house has other rooms for guests, all of them suites. The outside area is surrounded by greenery and has a modern and charming swimming pool, which is one of the highlights of the property. In addition, there is a basketball court, a barbecue area, and a guest house. The guest house, where Wiz's guests can stay, has a kitchen, bathroom, and even a small cinema room. There is also an ensuite bedroom in the same modern style as the house. In addition, they have access to a small gym and massage area. And according to some sources, for Wiz Khalifa to enjoy all this luxury, he had to fork out 2022 the trifle of $7.6 million. Taking into consideration the price of real estate, Khalifa wins this round. Luxury shopping. Great rappers often boast quite a luxurious lifestyle, including extravagant jewelry purchases. But which of the two spends more money on this? To always look stylish, Snoop has a lot of jewelry for his look, such as gold chains. In honor of his mother, for example, he has a shiny diamond-filled necklace made at Trax, a New York jewelry store, which must have cost a fortune. In honor of the record company responsible for his career Death Records, Snoop Dogg also has gold and diamond jewelry. And it seems that the singer also likes to give gifts to those he loves. His wife, for example, posted several pictures showing the gift she got from her husband, 2 brilliant rings that seem to be covered with diamonds, which must have cost Calvin quite a bit of money. His wife is also always posting her designer purchases on Instagram. She owns, for example, several Louis Vuitton brand handbags, among them a very versatile multi-fanny pack with multiple compartments that costs $2,360. The Game On bag with playing card designs, a very exclusive item that costs about $2,700. The Onthego model that is printed with the brand's larger monograms, valued at $2,970. An artistic handbag designed by the painter Henry Taylor, an accessory that is made to order and costs around $8,000. And a small yellow designer briefcase, a very rare item that can be found for sale for $9,200. In addition, Snoop Dogg also likes to dress up for important events. To announce his star on the catwalk of fame, the rapper wore a jacket and a turtleneck sweater by Gucci, totaling more than $6,000. When it comes to watches, the singer wears nothing cheap. He was once seen at an event wearing a Joe Rodeo watch, with diamond stones embedded in the bezel, which costs $6,140. Snoop also owns a Rolex Day-Date 2 made in 18K yellow gold with the diamond sampler, a luxury accessory that costs more than $52,000. Wiz, in turn, is a frequent buyer of GLD jewelry, having already ordered different customized accessories to complement his looks. An example of this is the double chain with baguettes of diamonds that go together with a bracelet, jewelry that must cost a lot of money. The rapper even receives such accessories at his home, so he can choose which one he identifies with the most. In addition to various chains of different models and thicknesses, Wiz gets sturdy and extremely shiny pendants. To ask Amber Rose to marry him, the star gave her an engagement ring with a large shiny stone valued at $150,000. But unfortunately, after the divorce, Amber had her jewelry stolen. Another luxury accessory that is always on Khalifa's shopping list is watches. He has been seen wearing, for example, a diamond-encrusted Cartier Roadster XL, which costs around $20,000. An elegant 18-karat yellow gold Rolex Oyster Perpetual Datejust that costs around $36,000. A Rolex Day-Date with a black diamond dial valued at $65,000. An Audemars Piguet customized with small diamonds, an accessory that costs around $100,000. Since both rappers have similar spending when it comes to looks, we consider it a tie. Cars. Hip-hop artists seem to love to enjoy good vehicles, but which one of them has the most expensive and luxurious vehicles? Snoop Dogg, for example, loves collectibles that have historical value, such as his 1974 Cadillac DeVille Lowrider, a vehicle that was once greatly admired by hip-hop groups in the 1990s, and which may now be worth $15,000. Affectionately nicknamed the Batmobile, the rapper owns a Polaris Slingshot, a little toy that costs, without customization, around $25,000. Some sources say that he has also owned a Chrysler 300C, a classic sedan equipped with a 425 horsepower engine, and that a new one costs around $32,000. One vehicle that Snoop Dogg has customized to suit his taste is his Ford Mustang GT, getting a blue paint job and the rapper's name stamped on the window. Although it is not known how much the singer paid for this customization, this new vehicle costs around $35,000. Speaking of classic cars, Snoop Dogg also has a restored and well-preserved 1957 Chevy Bel Air in mint color, a transport that, being collectible and historic, can be worth upwards of $50,000. Raising the level of refinement and luxury even higher, the rapper owns a Rolls-Royce Ghost, a vehicle that oozes sophistication, good taste, and comfort, which costs around $310,000. Khalifa, in turn, has already shown off his luxurious garage. Starting with the cheapest, the rapper showed his famous Dodge Challenger SRT8, a beautiful sports car valued at $40,000. Raising the price, Khalifa showed off his Chevrolet Corvette C4, a convertible that can be found costing around $60,000. He also owns a 1968 Chevrolet Chevelle 396, a collectible with an estimated price tag of $65,000. Wiz Khalifa also owns a Chevrolet El Camino SS, another Chevrolet classic whose price is estimated at $70,000. Moving up the price further, he also owns a 1962 Chevy Impala, a super well-preserved $85,000 collectible. Another vehicle he is passionate about is his Dodge Challenger Hellcat, a powerful car with a sporty design valued at around $90,000. Khalifa also owns another 1961 Chevy Impala, a rare collectible valued at $95,000. He also owns a beautiful Chevrolet Bel Air in his garage, and although it is not known for sure what year it is, it may cost more than $110,000. The rapper has also been spotted in a Porsche 911 Carrera S, a sports car made for those who like speed, being ideal for when the rapper wants to take a ride in more modern vehicles. And it's no wonder that to own one of these cars, you may need to spend more than $120,000. But without a doubt, the most expensive car in Wiz Khalifa's garage is his luxurious Rolls-Royce Cullinan, a sophisticated car capable of offering a lot of luxury and refinement to the rapper, being built with the highest quality standards. Not surprisingly, this beautiful car can cost upwards of $350,000, since Wiz's garage is a more expensive point for him. Other properties. In addition to their main residences, the rappers have lived in other extremely luxurious properties. Snoop's first real estate acquisition happened in 1994, being a large house with 2.8 acres of total area and 3,800 square feet of living space, located in Claremont, in the U.S. state of California. The singer had already shared with his fans a little more of his residence on MTV's From the Vault. The house has old architecture, with a classic and rustic design close to the Italian style. And although it is not currently seen as a glamorous residence, more than 25 years ago it was considered a real mansion. The property has a recording room where Snoop could work, as well as a beautiful outdoor area to play with his children, including a basketball court and a large swimming pool. The artist had to do renovations and expand the size of the residence until he decided to sell it in 2007. To get an idea of value, he bought this property for $660,000 and later sold it for $1.8 million. But Wiz Khalifa is not far behind. In 2019, he decided to acquire a beautiful residence in a noble area known as Encino in the city of Los Angeles. Entering the singer's mansion, we can see that the entrance hall has a double-height ceiling, which provides a greater sense of spaciousness to the environment. The mansion is over 5,800 square feet and has a clean, modern design with spacious rooms and glass walls. The residence has floating staircases and decorations in an industrial style, mixing wood and metal. The living room has paintings and eye-catching paintings, as well as modern and stylish furniture. The main room, on the other hand, is very spacious and maintains a clean air and natural lighting. Next to it, there is a large dining room, as well as a beautiful kitchen, with light-colored furniture and a view of the property's external area. Going to the second floor of the mansion, there is a cozy lounge, which is also an office and connects to a balcony, where you can relax and enjoy the view of the mountains. The master suite has a large and bright space, where there is even a fireplace. The spacious walk-in closet is eye-catching, as is the luxurious bathroom with a bathtub, double shower, marble sinks, and constant natural lighting. The master bedroom also has a private balcony, where there are sofas for him to sit and enjoy the beautiful view. Outside, the most eye-catching feature is the exceptional pool, which has a modern design, a waterfall, and a fireplace around it. In addition, there is a barbecue area for hosting friends and a basketball court. And according to media reports, this property was purchased by the singer in 2019 for $3.4 million. Considering that Wiz's property is worth more than his opponent's house, point for him. Business. Besides making a lot of money as artists, Snoop Dogg and Wiz Khalifa have other sources of income. But which one of them has more business ventures? Khalifa makes a lot of money. For example, contracts with brands such as Liquid Death Can Water and has participated in commercials for Oreo cookies and the Oculus Go virtual reality glasses. His Instagram with more than 40 million followers is also a great tool for Wiz to advertise and make a lot of money. Snoop Dogg, on the other hand, is a visionary man who is always investing in new areas. The artist is a co-founder of the venture capital fund Greenhouse Capital. Currently, Greenhouse's portfolio is valued at approximately $200 million. Snoop Dogg is one of the pioneers in the world to invest in this area, a market that promises to grow even further. He also has a mobile application called Rap Empire, which is a game where the goal is to build an empire with rap. Not to mention that Snoop has an online store with several of his own branded products, such as clothes and his recipe books. Being a very up-to-date guy, He also has his eye on technology, having invested in his virtual land in the metaverse, as well as promising to launch his collection of NFTs. In addition, he will invest in his brand of hot dogs. In the beverage business, the rapper has partnered with Australian wine brand to bring the 19 Crimes brand of wines to the shelves, and he has founded his own successful gin brand called Indagagen. Speaking of advertising, Snoop Dogg has already signed big contracts to participate in campaigns for brands such as Hot Pocket Sandwiches, Pepsi Soda, Bic Pens, Corona Beer, among others. And the rapper also makes money on the internet. Instagram, for example, where he has more than 80 million followers, is a great way for him to advertise. Considering that Snoop Dogg has more companies and diversifies his income more, he wins this round. Net worth. In this final round, we'll find out which one of them is richer. Would it be Wiz Khalifa or Snoop Dogg? At the very beginning of his career, between 2010 and 2011, Forbes magazine pointed out that Khalifa performed during about 133 shows, responsible for a good part of his annual earnings of $11 million. In that period, Wiz was already considered one of the highest paid artists, making up to 5 times more per head per show than most hip-hop stars. Not to mention the sales of his products at his performances, selling all sorts of kits with the weed he loves so much. After all, his fan base follows the same lifestyle as the rapper. Moreover, at the height of his fame, he used to sell about 700 customized shirts at each show he did. Already in the year 2013, Wiz Khalifa was in the top 8 highest paid hip-hop artists in the world, making that year $14 million. And the rapper continues to prove to have a solid career to this day. After all, in 2019 he made $19.5 million, according to Forbes. And with so much success throughout his career, some sources currently estimate Khalifa's net worth to be as much as $80 million. But with the success of his cannabis ventures, his fortune may be much larger. But Snoop Dogg is not far behind in this dispute. In addition to the income that the artist has achieved from the sale of his albums, having sold more than 60 million copies, he pockets about $100,000 for each concert he performs. This is without counting the income the singer earns from playing his songs on digital platforms. We must not forget that Snoop has also worked in films and series, such as the dubbing of SpongeBob, The Amazing Rescue, the Netflix feature Dolomite Is My Name, and many others. In addition, the rapper has also participated in television programs such as the cooking show Martha and Snoop's Dinner Party. And with so many sources of income and being an established personality for so long, Calvin Cortazar has already amassed quite a net worth. In a story done by Forbes magazine in 2016, they counted that Snoop Dogg had earned in a decade $124 million. So now, as the artist has increasingly invested in successful businesses, his net worth has certainly reached the $170 million mark. Considering the value of the estimated fortunes, Snoop Dogg wins this round. At the end of this battle, we had 3 points for Snoop Dogg against 4 points for Wiz Khalifa, and he is the champion. But if you believe that there are still other arguments to defend one of the two, write your best justification below.